Or you could get into Bitcoin. I tried to get you all into Bitcoin. You all called me a nerd. Yeah. People laughed. It was $60. It was $60 when I brought it to you people. You all laughed. Some of you listened. Some of you got some. And I'd be glad when you're rich and you're allowed into my Bitadel. But there's a lot of people who still don't get it. I'll break this down very quickly for you. I don't know if my referral link is still set up, actually. I'll set it up for the thing. Because I was talking to Mikey about this, Edinburgh Mikey. He has like 0.1 Bitcoin that I told him I got him to buy in 2016 when it was around $6,000. So about $600 worth of Bitcoin then. Okay. His investment, as of today, has almost 9x'd, and it's just insane. And then he's like, oh man, thanks for reminding me. I'll get it sold this week. And I go, what? Like, why? And he's like, oh, I just I want to get the money before it goes down. And it's like, why do you think it's going to go down? And he just goes, like, this is the conversation I'm having with a human. He's like, well, it can't go much higher, can it? It's like, why can't it? People have no idea. Like, they don't understand Bitcoin at all. I will save it for my Bitcoin podcast, but I will tell you this. I'll have it set up by the time the show goes out. You go to nobodylikesonions.com/Bitcoin. Okay? I'll have a link set up. It's going to take you to Coinbase and get you to sign up. You're going to get $10 free Bitcoin. I'll get $10 of free Bitcoin. Let's do it. I want people to know, and this is not a lie, I buy Bitcoin every week to this day. I just bought more last night. Why? Why, Patrick? It's $50,000. You were into it when it was fucking $60. Right. Well, first of all, I've lost a lot of that. It's gone. Second of all, it hasn't. People don't understand this. There's not going to be any more of it. All these companies want in. What happens when other companies go, I want 1.5 billion if Tesla got it? And by the way, that's not even a fucking financial company. You know what I mean? All these fintech companies have to buy Bitcoin, and there's only so much available. This will drive the price so fucking high. I'm not, like, if you told me it was 500,000 by the end of this year, I wouldn't be surprised. I can't make that claim. I can't make that promise. I don't know, and don't take financial advice from me. But if you have $500 to spare, if you've got it like that, I suggest you throw $500 into Bitcoin. I don't know what you're doing. Like, throw it in now. You should have done this in 2013. And where would you be? It hasn't started yet. It might as well be $5, not 50,000. Trust me on this. It goes up. It goes up.
It goes bad.
No, it doesn't. It goes up.
And it's going to go bad.
It's not going to go bad. You're going to love it.
Hashtag Bitcoin.
Right. Tell them why, Pedro.
You know what I'm saying? That's good what it is, y'all.
I mean, you didn't really say anything. Is there a reason definitively you can tell people why they need to buy Bitcoin?
You know what it is, man.
How much do you have?
Oh,
Oh, you hear that, Shang? Right. These guys know about it. I'm telling you, we're still at the beginning stages. This thing is going to be parabolic. Hold on. Get you some and don't be dumb. Oh, God. So yeah, nobodylikesonions.com/Bitcoin. It'll take you to Coinbase. Sign up. Get 10 free bucks. What Coinbase does and why I recommend them. Number one, this is something you need to know if you're going to hold Bitcoin long term. It's not safe to keep it wherever you buy it. Eventually, you're going to need to figure out how to get it off of that exchange, service, whatever it is, and get it into a wallet that you control. I know you think like, oh, I bought some Bitcoin. It's on Coinbase. I got Bitcoin. You don't. Coinbase has Bitcoin or says they have Bitcoin for you. You don't even know, right? So instead of you putting, eventually you will need to figure out how to get a paper wallet or some sort of wallet that you can control and send that Bitcoin from Coinbase or whatever to your wallets. Somebody said, I'm buying $2,000 worth of Bitcoin. If you have the money, you absolutely should. Over any stock. I'm telling you. People cannot wrap their mind. I'll help you with all that later. Get it bought and tune into Coins That Are This. We'll get it fired back up because I do enjoy helping people with this because I get messages from people all the time. We have real adults that listen to this program. A couple of them. They're just like, dude, I've made $2 million off Bitcoin. Like I get messages from people. They've done it. You know, I'm not one of these risky guys. We'll leave that stuff to Waldeck. Do you play in do you day trading and shit? Buy Bitcoin, and I'll tell you this about it too. Now, look, I'm going to say this. I don't think we're going to have the dramatic swings that we've had in the past. This last pump, I think we were hovering more around 10,000, 15,000 for a while, 16,000, and then it just pretty much ran up to 30, mid-30s, 40, hovered for a while, dropped back down to 32, and now it's 52. So, of course, this has been news. I do think it corrects. I do think it goes back down to 45, 40, whatever, organically. I don't think we see the correction anymore where it goes back to 20. It's too many companies are buying. First of all, do you think Tesla's selling their Bitcoin? They're holding it. All these big companies, these fintech companies, these big banks, they're going to buy this because they're going to start dealing in blockchain shit, you know, Ethereum too. They're going to start dealing in this stuff, and they're going to have reserves. They're going to have to hold on to some of this. So that's going to make it even more scarce. And for people who understand scarcity, for people who understand how a finite resource increases in value due to that scarcity, for people who understand deflationary concepts of currencies, you understand that this thing is a rocket ship. Bitcoin is the most well-performing investment I'll ever have made in my life. Correct. That's Moody, you know? And if he can do it, you can do it. You know what I mean? It's not hard. And people look at the 50,000 and Moody will back me up on this because he knows a lot about it too. And the people who know a lot about it understand it's not, people see 50,000 and they go like, I missed it. You haven't missed it. I had this conversation with somebody 2 weeks ago. Okay. And I told them to buy and they were like, oh, you're right. I was just thinking it was already too late. And I'm like, it's not, get it. This was when it was 36, 2 weeks ago, I think. They still haven't. They just piddled around. I sent them my Coinbase link. They just piddled around. They haven't done shit. Like it's you. And by the way, it's up 15, 14,000 since then. So it hasn't started. Buy it at 50. I'm telling you now, if you buy it at $50,000, if you bought one Bitcoin for $50,000, and you don't have to, put 2,000 in if you have that to spare. Put 500 in. Put 25. The reason I say Coinbase, twofold. Number one, Coinbase is a reliable company based in the U.S. So at least you have a little bit of recourse, you know, with going after them if they were to fuck you over. But also the reputation. This company, I've met the people who work there. You know, as far as any company or exchange, I'll give them my endorsement. They seem to be good people. They're very well established in the space. You know, we're going back 7-8 years, which is ancient in this space. It's going above 100K in this run, no doubt. If you told me it was 500,000 by the end of the year, I'd believe. Like it doesn't surprise me. It's how it has to go. Like, it either goes to zero because it breaks and it's cracked or something, like, which is I've never said that wasn't a possibility. It's very slim possibility that elliptical curve encryption gets cracked in the foreseeable future. But, you know, because honestly, everything in this fucking world is pretty much secured by this same technology. But I don't even believe historical graphs, Moody, because at some point the crashes will stop, because the more institutional investors get in, the more established companies get in. They're not as knee jerky. They're not as paper hands, right? These companies understand. They hold on to it more, and that prevents the slipping because it stops the liquidity. You know, the only people selling are paper hands, mush mouth motherfuckers who can't stand the heat. People who have been in this for a long time ain't freaking out when they see these dips. And neither should you. Second reason I like Coinbase, not just because they're U.S. and more secure, they allow you to do automatic recurring buys. So you can set this up daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, however you want to do it. You set up these recurring buys. This is what I do. Every week I buy Bitcoin. Every week. It's only gone up. It's only gone up. Doesn't it have to be a viable currency for it to be worthwhile? No, it does not. It's another fictitious belief, you know. It's a store of value. Think of gold. You know, you can't walk down to your local convenience store and buy something with gold. They don't know how to break that out and transact with it, right? Doesn't mean your gold is worthless. Doesn't, right? It doesn't mean that. It's a store of value. Okay. Let's say this is just something banks use to send large amounts of money back and forth very quickly. You know, let's say it's like a $2 bill. You know, you can walk into any bank in America for the most part and ask them for a $2 bill. They have them in stock at the bank. Okay. Not something common that the everyday person would walk around with in their wallet, yet it's still worth something, still able to be transacted with. Not a good example because that's still currency. Can't do that with gold, I understand. But think of it like that. Don't think of it just as a transactional currency. It's a store of value. It's also a technology that the whole thing is built on, the blockchain technology. It's very hard for people to understand. I understand that people don't understand it. What I'm telling you is stop fucking around. Like if you don't understand stock markets and stuff, like throw an amount of money that you can stand to lose, $100, $500, $20 a week, $20 a month. Set it up on Coinbase. $20 a month I'm going to put into an account for my family. Is that not worth it to do? Like there are people who will never do this, by the way. You know what I mean? And who will be 60 years old and not own anything and get there and go, fuck. Like I thought I'd have time to time is on your side. If you had done this, if you had put $20 into Bitcoin every day since I've told you to do this, the Coinbase has done this since 2014, I believe. You know, Coinbase will let you store it in your own wallet. Coinbase will let you send it off Coinbase to any address you wish. Correct. I think the only way they get froggy is Coinbase won't let you send tainted coins back. You know, they have all these blockchain forensic tools that they have now. So like they can tell if coins came from an online casino or a darknet marketplace. And sometimes Coinbase will reject those coins. Like won't take those coins and won't cash them out for you. Obviously, they don't want to cash out coins from a darknet marketplace when they're responsible for KYC, AML regulations as well. Know your customer, anti-money laundering stuff. So they have to follow all this, you know, when it comes to transacting real cash, you know, fiat currency into Bitcoin and vice versa. I have it, but isn't a currency supposed to be used for commerce? I mean, yeah. But it's just like anything else. Acceptance takes time. Like you can use it for commerce. Take out your Bitcoin right now. What do you go to Expedia and buy a trip? Go to Dell.com and buy yourself a computer. Blockchain can be leveraged in so many different applications. Here comes Doomsday. No, it can't. Blockchain hype is mostly bullshit. Cryptocurrencies are the best use of blockchain. All other implementations I've seen so far can be replaced with a normal database or a spreadsheet. Yeah, I disagree with that too. Look, I'm not one of these guys who thinks every problem's a nail and every blockchain is a hammer. But there are plenty of other applications where I think blockchain technology. The beauty of the blockchain technology is inability to be tampered with. When you talk about anything that can be done with a normal database or spreadsheet is tamperable. Yeah, but you could put in safeguards. It's just like, yeah, but you could put in safeguards to go around those safeguards. You know what I mean? It's like the idea of a blockchain consensus is just, hey, we all see what just happened and we all agree it just happened and there's no takesies backsies on that. And that's just what it is.